We over here on 119. A lot has changed. We getting ready to go over here to one of the spot that's real close to me because there was a transition to where my parents my parents got divorced, and then we moved from one spot to the next one. But this is where I spent a lot of my time at. My mom moved over here to 119. I mean, if you can see anything, man, this is like, 119. This is the hood. This is the Wild Wild Hundreds, as they say. They call it the Wild Wild Hundreds because there's a lot of shooting and people clowning out here. It's crazy. I mean, just look at it. But this is when I spent a lot of time when I was little. I was a trouble kid, a bad kid at some point. You see a lot of whoopings. But I never knew that my problems and my foolish things that I done was going to end up paying off for me in the long run when I go out and help other kids. So when I became a motivational speaker, I was able to touch people's lives, and this is my story. This is what I talk about. Everything from the worry, depression, the hurt, from people, the low self-esteem, from people getting teased. It was all part of the things that I went through in life. So, I mean, this is crazy. When I came back from college and trying to go overseas and play ball and coaching college ball, and I came back to Chicago to become an educator, I rode through here and it was just heavy, It's like the same stuff going on. I guess you don't notice a lot of this stuff when you're younger, but it's sad because there's so many dollars being pulled out of our communities, and you still see some of the same thing. Like this is a beautiful house right here. This is a white house right here, but you got it right across the street. You look like you got an abandoned house. And it's just, and it's funny how people got food pantries and liquor stores, and there's folks around here walking the streets. So it's sad, to me sometimes. I wish, I could give back, but you got to be careful who you're giving your money to. But this area has been good to me. The place I'm getting ready to go to has really been it's been significant to me because that's when my mom had her own place. My mom was divorced. She got remarried here. I never forget. I was right here sitting. She called us in the car, and she said, "I'm getting married again." And I was so hurt because I thought, she was gonna marry my dad, who she divorced, and somebody else. I was very rebellious. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my family because I looked at my family situation. I began to rebel, moved from my mom's house to my dad's house. Began to rebel, got caught up in some foolish things because I didn't believe in myself. I thought that this is how life was supposed to be. I thought this was the hand that I was dealt.
Every kid in it has a story. And I'm telling you right now, listen to what I'm saying. Please listen, don't listen to nothing else I say the rest of the year. If you fail, if you be disobedient, you're going to mess up so many people who's supposed to hear your story. You should be supposed to hear your story so you can rescue them. Your obedience or disobedience is connected to so many destinies. So if you decide you're going back to the block, there's a story. It might be your brother.
Old building. This is where I went to school at. This is the old building. This is W.E.B. Du Bois School. It's funny. If I walk in there, they'll probably laugh. I don't have any pictures here. This is where I went to school at. Kindergarten through 3rd grade. I remember we used to climb on the roof. I remember you could ride your bike all the way around the school, all the way around the area. Now it's all gated up. Which tells me something. This is my foundation in basketball. Eden Green Court. I learned how to play. There used to be 2 courts. It used to be a basketball court right there. facing the other side, so it was really 4 courts out here. I played here religiously in the summertime. Notice this is the original asphalt. They went and put something new down. This used to be open, I guess, because either somebody got something happened. This used, you could walk right here to the court. This was not gated off like this. And people would sit there on the transformer. People would pull up their cars right here. I remember some shootings. Guys that did some stupid stuff, they'll roll right up through the school and blast the court. Man. It's tripped out, man. This is tripped out. Wow. I remember coming back out here as a freshman when I was in high school. Chilling. Yeah, these green courts. These new rims, we ain't had no double rims. It's funny because me and a guy, there's a couple guys named Charles McClary, we used to come out here and hoop, man. We called ourselves the Three Amigos. And we would just run the court. We used to beat older guys. And then it's funny because you get bigger. We used to play football right here. That would be a touchdown, that concrete, that'd be a touchdown. And we used to think this field was so big. I learned all my moves. Everybody I saw out here, man, come out here and hoop. I learned out here. I learned out here, watching guys play. A lot has changed, man. A lot has changed. It's funny that this concrete is new because there used to be a dip right up in here, so you had to know where to go. And this is really, really about as far as me being a speaker, man, this is growth for me, how I grew. Because I left from here, my parents got divorced, I left, and then when I got kicked out in 8th grade, my dad was living in Riverdale, which is not too far from here, and I used to walk here every day and play. All summer, the summer of 1987 and 88, I spent my summers out here hooping, getting it in. Because a lot of kids hadn't seen me in a while because me and my brother had moved, and I ended up coming back out here to hoop. I used to get it in. I used to get it in, boy. I mean, I used to always do these loop-de-doop moves, and man, this is crazy, man. I know I used to come over here and hit, man. Wow. Charles and my guy Keith. Keith ended up going to play for the Pittsburgh Pirates for a while. I never knew what happened to Charles. We call him Keith. His name is Lou Collier. We used to call him Keith, though. He ended up playing professional baseball. You never know who you playing ball with. He ended up going to play professional baseball for, I think, 7 years. I ran back into him at a speaking engagement at CBS High School. Wow. I remember Antoine used to live right there. I remember he brought a knife out on me one time. We got into a fight. I hope he's doing all right. If I saw that brother, man, I'd pray with him.
So this is why I'm here, because I was a fool before. So I owe it to y'all. I owe it to y'all to speak to y'all. I owe it to y'all to get back. Back to the story.
I'm very passionate about what he's doing, and when you have passion with what you're doing, you're always successful because people can see the passion and they know that it's real, it's not fake. So I think his speaking level is very passionate, very energetic. And then he's funny, so I think the fact that he's funny, he keeps their attention. You know, I know students, being a teacher myself, that they lose attention or their attention span is not that great, but he's able to keep their attention because of his humor, because of the way he relates to them, the way he breaks it down. They can relate to that, and I think he's effective.
He's filled that spot of the father. Like he really stepped in, you know, he tried. He still, you know, it's more like he pushes us to be, you know, a better person. He pushes us in the educational field. Like, he's a match with my mother, because my mother's like that too, so he's an enthusiastic father, I guess you could say.
He better than most speakers I heard. He got a lot of enthusiasm. His message is universal. A lot lot of people can relate to it. So I think it's pretty good.
I look at it differently. I look at it as a way of me just sharing my story like I'm doing now. It's a lot of people that's tied into what I'm doing. The very person that is tied into it is my mother. She's not around. She passed away in 2002. And she was the one that had the vision a long time ago, saying, I see you speaking to a lot of people. I see you speaking to a bunch of young people. And I've been on the stage and I've probably spoken to over 20,000 different young people from different ages to different backgrounds. In this total of 6 years, I've met all type of people, and I wish, if anybody's hearing this, I wish that you begin to value people that are sowing into your life, who are speaking into your life, because my mom never saw this. My mom would be proud of me right now. She just knew that I was sitting here talking about helping other people in any other way. She always had a dream of my brother and I becoming pastors and being blessed, or being a blessing to people. And when I go out to these schools, I leave everything on the line. I can talk for 5 minutes, and you would think you sat in a room while I spoke for 45 minutes. And it's
I think the world of Coach. He is a phenomenal individual. I've had the opportunity to have known him for over 20 years, and we've watched each other grow from just living a life of bad decisions, a life of street life, really, and just to grow into professionals and begin to make some different choices and different decisions. He has become, words cannot even describe really the man he has become. I mean, he's a father of 2 children who is not his biological children, but they are his children. He's a dean at a school. He's done a phenomenal job. He's coached basketball teams to championship levels. I mean, he speaks in schools all over this country, not just schools, universities. He's opened up for Trey Songz and spent time with Floyd Mayweather and a whole host of celebrities where he's actually planted seeds into their lives. I mean, I can go on and on.
He's one that will be one that, I'm not saying that, you ain't never heard him speak, he's one of the greatest motivated speakers, one he's going to be. I know he's good now. Trey Songz, everybody heard him speak. Everybody. You hear him speak, you see what I'm talking about. He captivates audience. And that's when you're good. When you captivate audience, when you get their attention. Because most kids' attention span is gone. Hell, grown folks' attention span is gone. You know what I mean? But he captivates. He gets you in that little mode there, and you want to hear what he got to say.
But I will say this. I learned this from Harold Looney Ward and Lamar Brown. They use this acronym called STOP. And this is when I knew that this calling was for me and this cause was for me. Is when they said STOP, and it stands for start thinking differently. Teach others what you know. Overcome your obstacles and pursue your dream. So I began to start looking, start thinking differently. I began to start looking at things differently. I began to teach others what I know, even up until now being a dean, and I was a teacher for 5 years. Then I began to overcome obstacles from everything from my life as a child, as a teenager, and then as an adult. And I'm definitely pursuing my dreams because I want to be one of the top motivational speakers, not in the world, but just in life. When I pass away and my kids see me, they say, my father, my friend, my teacher helped me and helped others overcome their obstacles. So it's really not about me. It's really about helping others overcome their obstacles.
Rick doing the same thing over. I love you, and I know you guys are going to do well. Because as you climb the ladder of success, remember when you climb the ladder, you're climbing up and you're going down. But as you climb up, you look down. As you climb up, you pull up. I'm Coach Eric Dean Morris. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a speaker. God bless y'all.
That is not over. It is not over. It's not even over when you're gone.